across the board.
Thank you. Ms. Copeland?
I don't see that there's going to be any change in the operation of the office because of unionization. Currently, the staff does an outstanding job. I don't see that that's going to change in that respect. I don't know what I've never been through a union organization. This is my first time, so we're going to learn this together as we progress. And I'm waiting to see what our next step is. I'm waiting to hear from the union because that's what my next step is. And I don't see that it's going to impact how our office operates as far as staff. They do a fine job now, outstanding job as a matter of fact, and I think that's going to continue.
Thank you. This next one, reversed again, the first two, Ms. Copa, both of you to answer. Do you think that it is appropriate to hire relatives, and why or why not?
I have hired relatives, and I'm currently on staff. I have my brother, who is my director of financial operations. He has 32 years of banking experience, and when the position was available, I wanted to upgrade that position to someone who has banking skills. And so I first thought of him because who would you trust more than the person you were raised with who has the same value system that you have? And that's why I did hire him, and I am very pleased with the job that he has done for the county in the past 4 years.
Thank you. Ms. Pruim Haran?
I don't believe that elected officials should hire family members, and I've made that statement, and I believe it's been in the newspaper in the past. And the reason I don't is that I believe as an elected official you are held to a higher standard because you have to answer to the taxpayer. And I believe that by putting family members on your payroll, you're just leaving open questions. It doesn't pass the smell test. Providing a position for your brother as the director of finances for a department that you operate leaves open questions. Yes, you may have grown up with the same value system, but of course, who do you trust more in that position? It leaves questions for the taxpayers that need to be asked. Also, there are so many taxpayers who are losing their jobs, not able to pay their bills, that those are positions that should be available to the general taxpayers.
Thank you. The next question is Pruim Haran first, and they're just worded slightly differently, but for the challenger, what would you do differently if and when you are elected, and what innovations would you keep in the office?
The first thing I would do, and I've been outspoken on this all along, is update the technology of the office, or at least start the process of looking into it to see what needs to be done to affect the taxpayer, the general resident. Cook County, Kenosha County, McHenry County, DuPage County, all of those surrounding areas have the ability for their residents to go online, and whether it be pay a traffic ticket, or as I said before, pay a child support service fee, or look up when a case is being heard. All of those county residents can do that. We do not have that capability. And as we all know, the roads in Lake County can get kind of tough. And if you give residents that ability, it will enable them to be more participatory in that process. That would be the first thing I looked into, and in fact, I believe it was Larry Leafblad in April at a county board meeting mentioned that that's something the residents said they wanted when they were out and about in county forums recently.
Thank you. And Ms. Copa, for the incumbent, what improvements have you made that you're proud of, and what, if any, things are you ready to change?
Over 28 years, we have automated the office so that we can keep our records online. Within the office. We have a website where you can access information such as forms, you can download them, what we cannot do yet is pay online. There is some restriction that my challenger isn't aware of, and that's called the Illinois Supreme Court. You have to ask permission to do all of these programs that she's talking about. And I fully intend to get to the point where we can ask that permission to do it. But right now, we are very involved in the Integrated Justice Project, which is really, I think, important to the security of this county as far as passing information about criminals to and from different justice and police agencies. And I feel that to be the more important aspect of technology right now.
Thank you very much. I think that we are ready to go to the summary statements for this office. I thank you for your answers, and the first summary will be from Ms. Pruim Haran.
Thank you. As I stated, I've come to this election with experience in business, managerial, hiring, training. I've been honored for my leadership roles, whether that be at Division I college basketball level, where I was a captain and received leadership awards. I received commitment and leadership awards for Hilton Hotels when I worked there. Upon arriving at the Public Defender's Office, I immediately put myself in a position to train younger attorneys and new attorneys in the office, and was recognized not only by my superiors but by judges in the courthouse for my role. I've taken on roles in Law Day, where I volunteer my time to instruct those youths who come into the courthouse to learn about the community. I've done that with members of the state's attorney's office. I come to this position with a fresh outlook. I don't come to this election saying, I'm done, this is the last time, I'm ready to go. I come looking forward. I come saying the taxpayer is more important than making sure that other departments can get the paperwork. Yes, they're both important, but the taxpayer should come first. The office needs to be updated. It needs to be changed. And after 28 years of hard work, maybe it's time to look ahead and look what we can do to make the office better, more efficient, and more reachable to the general public, which is who we are elected by to serve. Thank you.
I have had 28 years in the office. They've been exceptional years, in my opinion. I've been elected 7 times, and we continue to do the job as it's prescribed by law to be done. We are honest, we are ethical, we are efficient. I have an outstanding staff. We are customer service oriented, and we will continue to do that in the next 4 years. I'm sure that there will be a time when I will want to leave the office currently, because if it was, I wouldn't be running right now. But I will be the circuit clerk again in 4 years, and I look forward to serving you as I have in the past 28. Thank you.
Thank you. A round of applause.